Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Michael Vick, live on VicTube, and yes, today I'm going to be continuing my preview and prediction series. This day I'm doing the ACC Coastal Part 1. Yes, I already did Georgia Tech. So now I'm going to do the teams in the rest of the ACC Coastal. So starting today with Part 1, we've got North Carolina, Miami, and Virginia. And now most people, most sports experts have either North Carolina or Miami winning the ACC Coastal. Yeah, and then who do I have winning it? Well, we're going to find out. Okay, so we're going to start with North Carolina. Yep, so they were a good team last year. Yeah, so they were 8-4. Yep, they were 8-3 in the regular season. Yeah, and then they ended up making it to a New Year's Six Bowl. That's where they lost to Texas A&M. Yes, then they had that big win over Miami to end the regular season. Yeah, they ran for like 500 yards. So and then of course they did have a loss to Notre Dame. Of course, Notre Dame ended up being a playoff team. So, but maybe they did have two head scratching losses. To Florida State and Virginia. Of course, those were both teams that they should have beat. Who they were better than. Yeah, especially Florida State. Yeah, was terrible last year. So. So anyway, so North Carolina does lose a lot of their offense. Yeah, they lose their top two running backs. Those two running backs who combined for 500 rush yards against Miami. Yeah, they're gone. Their top 2 or 3 wide receivers are gone. But they do bring quarterback Sam Howell back, and he's really good. Yeah, he's a Heisman contender. He had almost 4,000 pass yards last year, or like 3,000 and something. So he's really good. Yeah, so I think they should still have a good offense this year because of Sam Howell. So and of course he's had a whole off season to work with some new wide receivers. So I think they'll be all right in the passing game. Run game might take a little bit of a step back though. Losing those 2,000-yard running backs. So. But yeah, I know a lot of people are high on North Carolina. Of course, they're a popular pick to win the ACC Coastal and challenge Clemson for the ACC championship. So now let's get into their schedule. So they do start out week 1 at Virginia Tech, and I think that's a win, even though this is a Friday night road game. Yeah, I'm still gonna take North Carolina in this one. And then next we got Georgia State. Yeah, that should be an easy win. And they got Virginia. Yeah, so I know last year Virginia beat y'all. Yeah, that was on the road. This time y'all get them at home. Yeah, I think you'll beat them. And then next you are at Georgia Tech. Yeah, this could be a trap game here. But I do still think that that North Carolina is the better team, though. Yes, I am going to give them the benefit of the doubt and say they win. And then Duke, yep, Duke is going to be terrible. You'll destroy them. And then Florida State, yes, I know that y'all have this game circled. Yeah, y'all are going to be locked in for this game. Yeah, so I don't think y'all get upset by Florida State again. Yeah, I don't see that happening. Yeah, so I gave you a win there. Next, you've got Miami. Yep, and this is the big game that could go a long way in deciding this coastal division. So yeah, I do think that Miami is going to be really good this year as well. Yeah, so I think this will be a good game. I think it won't be a blowout like it was last year. It'll be close, but of course y'all do get them at home. So I think that y'all do find a way to win. And of course, that puts you in the driver's seat to win the division. So, and then you get your bye week, and you come out of that, and you've got Notre Dame. I think that I know that they beat you last year. I think that Notre Dame is going to be taking a step back this year. I mean, they lose the quarterback Ian Book. So I think that you go on the road and you get this win. So next you've got Wake Forest. Now this game is actually a non-conference game, even though they are both ACC teams. But this is actually counting as a non-conference game and does not count toward the ACC standings. So if they had a home and home non-conference series, in 2019 and 2021. But they did play last year. That's because of everyone's schedule got rearranged, and Wake Forest got added to North Carolina's schedule last year. So now this is part 2 of this non-conference series. But anyway, y'all did give up 53 to them last year, though. That defense got to be better. But, no, I don't think North Carolina will give up 53 points to Wake Forest again. So I am going to give you the win here. And then next, this is where your season starts to fall apart at the end. So then you go on the road at Pittsburgh on a Thursday night. Yes, this is in these road games on a Thursday or Friday, we've seen some weird stuff happen. And so, yes, I do actually have Pitt upsetting North Carolina, giving them their first loss. And then we got Wofford. That's a win. And you're at NC State. And you saw the video where I did NC State. Well, you know that I have NC State pulling off the upset here. So this game's gonna be played on a Friday night. Yep, so it's a Friday night road game. This is it's a big rivalry game. So anything can happen. So yes, I think that y'all need this win to win the division. And I think that they can't handle the pressure, and they end up losing this game. So I do have North Carolina finishing at 10-2 and 6-2 in the ACC. And then so now next we're gonna do Miami. The Miami Hurricanes. So Miami is the other popular pick to win the ACC Coastal, though I think more people are picking North Carolina. But so anyway, so they do bring back quarterback D'Eriq King, and they do return most of their offense, except they do lose a tight end. And then over on the defense, they just lose their 2 starting defensive ends, but they bring everyone else back. There was D'Eriq King, a dual threat quarterback. A really dynamic athlete. So he's really good. So Yeah, so anyway, so then week 1, yep, you open up against Alabama. You have a neutral site game in Atlanta. So yes, and I do have you losing this game to Alabama because it's Alabama, but really this is not really an embarrassing loss. But I think that you're just a little bit outmatched and out talented in this game. So I do have you losing this game. Okay, next we got Appalachian State. Yeah, that's a win. Yeah, that should be an easy win. And then next you've got Michigan State. Yeah, that's a win. Yeah, Michigan State just hasn't been any good lately. And then next you got CCSU, and that's Central Connecticut State. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Yeah, you'll completely obliterate them. And then next you've got Virginia. And I have that as a win as well. Then you got your bye week. And then you're at North Carolina. And of course, we just went over this game. And I do have North Carolina winning. Just got a feeling. And then next we got NC State. Yeah, I have this as a win. If you saw my the NC State preview, then you know that I have Miami winning this game. And then next you're at Pitt. This could be a trap game here, but I still think you get the win. The next, Georgia Tech, that's a win. As you know, if you saw my Georgia Tech preview, I do have Georgia Tech beating a bowl game, but I still don't think they're good enough to beat Miami, though. So next, we're at Florida State. We know that Florida State is really down right now. So I do have you beat them really bad last year, so I think you beat them again. And the next you got, and then you go back home to play Virginia Tech. That's a win. And then you're at Duke. Duke is going to be terrible. You'll destroy them. So now, next we're going to do the Virginia Cavaliers. Yeah, or the Who's. So anyway, who's. Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, so they do, yes, we're going to, get into their schedule, here. So they do start out with, William and Mary. That's an FCS team. You'll destroy them. And then next, we got Illinois. And I have you beating Illinois. And then next, you're at North Carolina. And this is a loss, as we already discussed when we were doing North Carolina. So next we've got Wake Forest. That's a win. Yeah, as you know, if you've seen the video where I did Wake Forest. And then next we're at Miami. That's a loss. We already did Miami. So then at Louisville, that's a loss. As you would already know from when I did the Louisville prediction. So I do have to stay consistent. Next we got Duke. That's an easy win. And then Georgia Tech. Do have that as a win. Because it's at home. If it was on the road, I might pick Georgia Tech. But next we're at BYU. I know that BYU was really good last year, but they're not repeating that. They're not going to be that good again without their quarterback, Zach Wilson. So I do have that as a win. And then next you got your bye week. You come out of that. You've got Notre Dame. That's a loss. I just think that they're, the better, the more talented team. So I have that as a loss. Yeah, when you're in an ACC team, it really sucks to draw Notre Dame because they play 6 ACC teams every year, even though they're not in the SEC. Yeah, which is why a lot of ACC fans hate Notre Dame. So, but anyway, in the next at Pitt, but do have that one as a loss, and then because it's on the road, and then next you've got Virginia Tech. Your big brother, Virginia Tech. They've really had your number over the last 15 years. So I think that doesn't. You have like one win against Virginia Tech in the last 15 years. So I think that's a loss. Okay, yes, that means I do have Virginia finishing at 6-6 and 3-5 in the ACC. Okay. So that means that yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and tell y'all that yes, I do have Miami winning the ACC. Of course, so I had, North Carolina kind of falling apart to end the season, and then Miami ends up, running away with the division title, despite the loss to North Carolina. So anyway, let me know what y'all think in the comments below, and I'll see y'all again next time.